you doing?
Doing all right.
Is there a roof to this place?
Sorry, say again?
Is there a roof to this place?
Yeah, there's a roof, but it should be good.
Well, Nino.
I'm not really doing okay, to be honest. I'm realizing, I'm at this crossroad between, whether or not I, well, you might see, like, an older Nino stop presenting itself. I'm kind of getting to that stage.
Yeah,
so, but...
Are you sure you're not being surveilled over here?
What do you mean by that?
Surveilled. Is he...
Am I being surreal?
No, surveilled.
Surveilled. It's like we're in surveillance. Cameras, listening, spying. They're watching you right now.
You always have to assume someone's watching.
So, things are that bad to where you're thinking about,
Yeah, it's neither here nor there, though. We can... Probably a topic for another day. I got a trial to run into, but you got... what's going on?
Go ahead, Brandon. You tell him, amigo. I don't have the fucking stomach for it.
I need your help, Nino.
Okay.
I need you to set up a meeting with the Whisperer. Because he's not going to meet with me and Edgar. He's,
What happened?
He's a fucking snake. He's a snitch. He's a snake.
Wait, what? Wait, when did we last talk? Like a day ago?
Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
He knows that if he meets up with us, he's as good as dead. I need somebody who he will meet up with, who I know has contact with him. I just need you to set up a meeting and you can walk away. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be a part of nothing.
Okay, can I get some context? Last time we spoke, the three of us were gonna meet with this guy and press him.
You ever watch the old? Did you ever see the old movies or the old cartoons, amigo, where they're like in a bank or like a office and there's a tube, and the manager like rolls up a piece of paper, puts it in the tube, and the tube goes to the next room. Okay, I want you to imagine this whisperer prick sitting somewhere, and there's a nice, beautiful tube next to him. The tube going from his office straight into the police department. He open up the piece of paper and he say, Edgar and Valentino are... And the thing he writes is, beyond cooked, beyond illegal, probably the worst thing a man can be accused of. And he ships it straight into the police department.
Okay,
It causes such a stir that certain persons that we are in contact with, I'm not talking about some simple gang.
Laugh, thank you for the 2 months.
For cartel, some serious guys.
The people you don't see type shit.
They contact us and warn us that message is being delivered to the police about our business, which means about their business. And the source is this whisperer, pendejo.
So you have credible information suggesting that the Whisperer is feeding information to the police about the same about you and presumably me?
Not about you, Edgar and Valentino.
Okay, well that's
name specific.
Well, okay, sorry, I was deriving down. If he's doing it with you, then he might be doing it with everybody else, including myself. But
why I wanted to tell you.
But how credible is this? How do I, like...
Pretty fucking credible, Nino. Credible to the point where... How do I say this? So, mine and Edgar's circle at another point in time was a little bit bigger. It's not so big anymore. Unfortunately, people don't know how to keep their fucking mouth shut in this world. And sometimes people like to go talk to other people. And sometimes people reach out to talk to other people, kind of like this Whisperer guy. And naturally, if they talk to the wrong person, they get some information. So then, the stupid motherfucker feels like it's his civic duty to run around and tell everybody all fucking information. You get what I'm saying? Nino, I think the scavenger hunt is to... I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to say it.
Go ahead, tell him.
I think the scavenger hunt is to
The Hunger Games?
do a public display to expose me and Edgar.
Of what?
Brother, even if I told you, you would never fucking believe it.
Listen, you have me at this guy might be a snitch, right? But
We didn't tell him shit. We gave him no information on what he knows. He learned it through a source that was close, that is no longer close.
okay.
And he feels like it's his duty to go tell everybody. And when I say he's telling everybody, he's telling everybody.
Okay, can we not talk in riddles? Are you talking about C4? You splitting
No.
off?
Well, kind of, no.
Okay.
Eh.
Because the thing is, like, then none of this. Understand from my what you guys are
Edgar,
saying.
this is so fucking hard for me.
Fucking makes sense to you, but like I feel like I'm, like, you know, you guys are.
Can I just have 2 seconds alone with Edgar?
Yeah.
I haven't told a single soul, even Uncle T, I left shit out of. I've kept this so fucking tight, and I'm gonna pop my fucking head. This is the one man who kept me alive for years. And I think he can help. He just said he's thinking about bringing the whole him back. He would probably want to burn this motherfucker down. He will probably want to assist. There's nothing to lose. Okay. I'm gonna tell him that we have somebody in our pool who we kicked out. That's where he got this information.
Mm.
Okay, Nino. I'm gonna be a little more blunt and not so cryptic, okay?
Mm.
And it's your fault, by the way, that I'm this way. Just so you're aware. Very hard for me to fucking just openly speak.
That's a good
Lost
thing.
lost a lot of fucking friends because of it. I appreciate that. Anyways,
Well, they probably weren't friends worth having.
you're now wrong. Nino, me and you had the same relationship we used to have, right? Ain't nothing really changed between us.
If you asked me whether I trust you to the fullest degree, the answer is yes.
But you wouldn't go out of your way to fuck me over. If anything, you would try to protect me, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not in the business of fucking anybody over. Unless you got a badge.
Beautiful. I love to hear that. Okay, listen. Had a guy in our crew. Remember what me and Edgar told you the other day about,
The guy that Edgar gunned down with an AK?
No.
Which, by the way, I don't know what the fuck that shit is going around Twitter, but
I mean, but it is what it is. Look,
yeah.
we had a guy in our crew. Somebody
Not
who
that guy,
knew.
by the way. That guy was a fucking prick pendejo.
Who? What was it? That wasn't. What's his name? Was it?
That was Bruce Baylor that fucking owned 35,000
Oh,
fucking properties in the
fuck.
city.
He
That's
deserved
the
the
one.
one.
Cunt.
And he's the one who fucking snaked Aliyah, so I gunned his ass down. That's what I did.
He snaked Aliyah?
Him and Aliyah were supposed to do a gun trade together. Gun business together. Big style. This guy, the whole fucking world hated him. Aliyah told me, please, Edgar, like, talk to him, speak to him. He's not so bad. So I built a rapport with this pendejo. Then this cocksucker get into some heat. I call him one day. He dumped 27 guns in a bush. 27 guns in a bush. So I took him from him and I said, I hold him for him.
We held on him for like 3 months.
Whenever he wants, he can have them back. Some weeks pass, Aliyah comes to me, says, Edgar, give me those guns. I said, I cannot. I promised I would hold it for him, even though he's a prick. I have to keep my word. Well, this asshole one day locks all the doors, fucking kicks Aliyah out, keeps all the guns, and just ices her out.
What?
See?
Was this after the drug trafficking shit?
See, this is way after. See, this is after the drug trial. She waited for trial and stuff. She was, trying to make some cash, so she started getting in the gun trade. They were gonna do big business together, and one day this prick just pretty much shuts the door in her face, no explanation given. So this pendejo had it coming for a long time already.
All right. So, remember the story that me and Edgar told you about October 13th? Some things happened.
Yeah.
Some people, some things disappeared from these people who, shit like this. Anyways, we had a guy in our crew. He knew all of it. He knew everything that we were doing, even some of our future shit that we were doing. He wasn't a fit no more. We X'd him out.
blooded this fucking prick out because he betrayed the crew. Okay? And this one goes and he starts fucking talking, I guess, making a fucking tour. Trying to paint us in a bad light and spilling business that he had no business spilling. The business gets all the way to this whisperer prick. And now the whisperer has told the government that Valentino and Edgar del Castillo have delivered nuclear bombs to a certain organization. And now this certain organization,
Wait, look at that
He's asking
sign in
for
the back.
recompense.
Fire department.
and they're gonna get it.
How do you know that the PD has this information?
Well, this organization is very smart, very strong. There's taps everywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I'm thinking, all right? We barely know each other. You and me, Edgar, right? I know you as the guy that were you on drugs when we first met?
No, I mean, why the fuck was I on drugs?
Okay.
I saw a Spanish last name, so I fucking called it up. So I'm
You
mentioning your
kept
name.
because you're not like you used to be. Like when I first met you, you reminded me of like Fez from the 70s guy from the 70s show trying to buy a gun from the mayor.
I don't think I was trying to buy a gun from you. What the
Oh,
fuck
you
talking
wanted
about?
me to give you a gun or some shit. You don't
I
remember
think
that?
that's- I think you're making shit up.
You literally kept
All I
calling me. You're like,
remember
cousin,
is
I
seeing-
need a gun. Can you get me a gun?
Listen,
Can I
all
get a gun
needed was-
license? Can you give me a gun license?
Listen, first of all, I didn't know who the fuck you were. Okay, all I knew is that.
You didn't know who the fuck I was. You called me cousin and
Okay,
shit.
see, because I
Yeah.
told some fucking prick that I was your cousin, and they opened some big doors for me.
I got you. Fair enough. Fair
You know
enough.
what I'm saying? I did a little scamas.
Well,
Sometimes all you have to do is ask and you shall receive.
Yeah.
They say I needed a license, so I said I'm gonna talk to this guy. Who the fuck knows? Let's roll the dice.
my point
He
is
said,
like
don't call me
we
that,
don't.
and since then I never call you that ever again.
Fair enough. My point is that we don't know each other that well. Brandon, you and I, obviously we got a lot of history. But but given how long it's been, I need to, for what you are asking, I need to assess the credibility of what y'all are saying. Do I believe that you are telling me your truth? Yes. I'm a little bit doubtful about the information you are being given, the source you are getting it from, right? Because here's the thing. You know I'm not somebody willing to set anybody up unless there's reason for it. Would I set this, if this guy is genuinely feeding shit to the cops, I don't want him just picked up. I want every fucking member of his body fucking chopped up and him to be mutilated in a slow, painful fucking death.
Okay, now you speaking my language, Senor Chavez.
But
There's
when
just
that,
one issue here.
when and if that line is crossed, it means we need to be absolutely fucking sure, right? Because the last thing I would want is, right, to haphazardly take someone who has the potential to be valuable, right? We agree. We don't know if this guy, up until maybe today, yesterday, we didn't know if he was valuable. It could be a fucking cuckoo. I can tell you, I've seen that he's got a fucking information. So is it worth burning something over some bullshit, right? Let alone the repercussions that might come out of it. Because you know, you can chop someone up and then they find their pieces all assembled over in the hospital. You understand what I'm saying, right? Is the risk worth the effort? And is
Here's the
this
thing.
truly someone that is complicit with snitching?
We have a timeline, Nino.
Okay.
We don't have very much time left.
Why? Okay, so someone has told you he snitched and he's told you guys to do this. Otherwise, you're going to get fucked in the ass.
Multiple people. This guy,
Okay.
this guy who has this web, this tree that you're talking about, Nino, he's giving it to fucking crackheads. Literal crackheads.
I believe you, actually, in regards to that. But what, let me throw it a different way, right? The other reason for credibility. Do you know if he's working with anybody else? The answer is no. Do you know if he's got like a fucking book that's going to go to the PD if you do something to him? The answer is no. Before you do something to the target, we need to know everything about the fucking target. You feel me? Do you remember what I used to tell you way back in the day? That if someone became a real fucking big problem, like the kind of motherfuckers that you would do something to, and then the problem kept getting worse. Like you see, like, you know, these little fucking clowns sometimes running around. What the fuck's his name? Like the fucking old man in the bubble wrap, or like Eugene Zuckerberg, right?
Yeah.
You don't. If they start a problem with you, you could be like, I'm a fucking gangster. You go fucking pick the guy up and you do some crazy shit to him. You know what's gonna happen, right? 15 minutes later, you got a fucking warrant on your ass. You might have been in the fucking shadows. Now your fucking phones are tapped. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, what I'm telling you here is I need to know a little bit more about what the fuck's going on, right? I don't need to know everything. I don't need to know who these people are. I just want to know that this thing that's being alleged is real. And I don't understand. I also don't know if whoever the fuck is doing this has a problem with him and they're using you guys. You know what I'm saying?
Who has a problem with him?
I think he's talking about the organization.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, the organization that we allegedly are doing services for have a problem with the
exactly.
whisperer. Okay, and say that is the case.
Well, if that is the case, then they'd be putting you up to doing something for their own benefit, and there's no truth behind it going to the police department. Have you seen, verified? You get what I'm saying? Do you
I've had
know they
set
actually got
ways.
this?
I've had set ways for a long time of how I do things, and I don't trust people easy. I just don't. Lately, this last week, everything that I thought I know has been turned on its fucking head. People who I thought were rock solid, you know, are a fucking wet napkin. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
God damn it. Okay.
Even people who I think that you think are solid are fucking wet as a napkin.
I think it's solid. I don't got
Sonya's
people like that.
compromised.
Tony?
Sonya is compromised.
Wait, did you say Tony?
No, Sonya.
Okay. I thought you said Tony and then Sonya. Sonya is compromised?
Yes.
Oh, with what?
Nino,
Sonya Summers is compromised.
Yes.
You know, Brandon, how? Sonya is the closest thing to another Nino Chavez in this fucking city.
I thought so too.
Okay, so something must have really fucking happened. You're asking, Brandon, you know my history with fucking Sonya. The shit I did to her.
Nino, Sonya knows a lot of information. She told people who she shouldn't have told. Point blank period.
Oh, I got you. Unintentionally or intentionally?
Intentionally, senor, or unintentionally?
Intentionally would mean let me fuck them over. Unintentionally would mean I don't understand I don't think the gravity of this information is deep. You tell someone they trust and it gets out.
When you know what we've been involved in these past few months, there is no way you misunderstand the gravity of this situation. Now, when you say unintentionally, I took it as you meaning you speak the walls are thin and some pendejo against the wall.
Unintentionally, like, we have this conversation. Unintentionally being like, I tell fucking Tilly I'm gonna.
I don't think she
put
did it
fentanyl
malicious.
in. I'm gonna get Andy Jones addicted to fentanyl, and then she's gonna get so fucking addicted she's gonna fall out of office, and then I'm gonna take up the North. And then she goes ahead and tells Eve Summers because she thinks I'm joking when I wasn't.
No, not like that. I don't think she meant it maliciously, but still. It's
I need more fentanyl.
what the fuck are you doing? What's going on?
It's the voice I did. Like if I got Andy addicted to fentanyl.
I see. I see.
They're stumbling
Just
all
think,
over the fucking sheriff's office.
I don't think she did it intentionally to fuck us over, but Sonya trusted the wrong people.
I got you. God damn it. Look, okay. So let's bring it back a notch. You want a favor from me. You want me to set this guy up, find out what's going on. I also want to know what's going on with this guy. My reservation comes with my risk of getting involved to begin with. Why? So this drives me to why can you not call this guy yourself? How the fuck does he know that you're after him?
Listen, so we involve in something, right? We involve in some business. Okay.
Yeah.
The business we involve in requires more than two hands.
Okay.
You want to take that call? Okay. This involves some more people. So naturally we reach out to people in our tight circle that are rock solid that we can trust.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So very select few are aware of or in on the secret, let's say.
Yeah.
Okay. Now time pass, and certain sources now have access to the secret that shouldn't have it.
Okay.
And it ping pongs its way to this fucking Beastboro prick. Then several people who should have never known this thing, because you could count on your two hands the amount of people that knew what we were talking about, this thing that we did, that we've been involved in. All of a sudden, certain persons are in possession of this secret that they shouldn't have possession of.
Right.
And this is being paraded also out of the mouth of the Whisperer. Now, what is the Whisperer's big cause and concern? To try to prevent Los Santos from disaster. Therefore, he would try to prevent those assisting with disaster. Well, it gets to his ears that Edgar and Brandon have done a certain deed. That makes us, the Mr. Beastbros, #1 enemies.
I just did. He hasn't reached out and contacted us at all. He didn't show us the shit that he showed Joe. He's pretty much ghosted us.
Now,
Okay, how
The
about
other
I
person
give
that
you
he's-
his? How about I give you a means by which to contact him, and you try to contact him first.
Are you talking about the number on the SIM card that he gave me?
Yeah,
I'll try to reach out to him, but I think it's gonna spook him.
I think it needs to. It's how the fuck is it gonna spook him, gentlemen? Why would he think that you have anything to do with any
amigo,
of this?
he is telling people from his own mouth, Nino. He is telling people Edgar and Brandon have delivered nukes to X organization.
Okay.
Multiple sources. That's what he's saying with his own mouth. Very recently, he began saying this.
Okay,
He's giving
so-
us by
so-
names. Why the fuck would he meet with us now?
So, why would he tell me to meet with you guys the day before?
It appears he has learned this very, very recently.
You guys try to make contact with him first.
When is he
Because-
gonna meet? When is he gonna meet with us? Presumably.
I want you guys both to understand that you're asking the mayor of Los Santos County to set up a meeting with an individual who allegedly is a massive fucking rat so that you can pick him up and murder him. Why in good God would I risk myself, all of my people, all of my connections, the future of the city to set up that meeting?
That's not what I asked for,
Yeah.
What I called you for
Yeah.
was to let you know that this guy is a snake, so you don't tell him anything that can get you in trouble.
I
And then-
appreciate that.
Then, the moment I heard all of this, when all
But
of
you
this
did
shit
ask
hit
me,
my
right?
brain-
This is how
Yes,
the
yes, hold on.
conversation.
So
Got it.
so I figured, right? I would ask for a favor. You could simply say, no, I'm not gonna feel any kind of way about it, and then I can go about my way to figure out how to do it.
Okay.
Right? But I figured this guy's probably not going to want to talk with me and Edgar. He's gung-ho about you, so he would probably meet up with you. Right? I didn't want you to be connected with it at all. That's why I said, just tell him to go to a location, something like that. Then you could just dip out. Whatever. I
I'm
didn't
with
want
you,
to be a part
Brandon,
of it.
and I want to help you, right? But I'm just saying that is a very weak option, because you know as much as I do that motherfuckers know, like, if I go set that up, it doesn't matter if you just happen to scoop them up, it's gonna come back on me, right?
I get you.
So
I just figured I would just throw the option across the desk. You could shut it down. You don't
Yeah.
even have to listen to it.
I can't do that.
But the biggest part of all this was so you know, so you don't give him information that can implicate you.
I mean, transparently, I haven't told him shit.
Well, he seems to have a means of finding information that he should.
Yeah, fucking damn it.
Listen, this guy trying to prevent disaster, right? What do you think? Like, a bunch of bad people are gonna be doing some bad things. He's gonna try to prevent them from happening. He's one guy. Who you think he's gonna employ to stop the quote-unquote bad things from happening?
I mean, the way that, I think the way that you and I, like the conversation we had the other day, right? I don't know where to place this guy, right? Because on one hand, he has us decrypting a scavenger hunt. On the other hand, I've seen him with information. The shit that he showed me, I've never fucking seen in my fucking life. And so I myself have no idea what the fuck this is all about. You know what I mean? And I think that makes me nervous. Nervous in the sense that if he wants something, can he get it? And after hearing what you got to say, maybe it does got a lot, and who the fuck is he giving it to? I don't fucking know. But I don't know. Look, I got to think about this. I cannot set him up. I mean, that obviously is not going to be an option. I'm going to definitely be a lot more careful here with speaking to this guy from here on out. But I don't know.
Let me ask you one last thing before we go. I can respect you saying that.
Yeah.
Do you think he contact anybody else in the criminal element? This whisper.
1,000%.
Who do you think in the criminal element he could have approached?
Everybody. I mean, listen, that's why I came to talk to you guys. So, he asked me, have I spoken to y'all about the recent assignment that you guys had done? And I was like, no, I haven't spoken to these guys in a minute. And
oh my God.
So when I came to talk to you guys, it was about that. Well, so two things happened. He asked me that, which is why I wanted to contact you. But then he also gave me that fucking encrypted shit. So my initial point was to be like, hey, so what have you guys discovered? Because I figured maybe you found some like FBI shit or whatever the fuck, he's been on about. But before we met, I decrypted the fucking message. And I was like, what the fuck is this scavenger hunt? So I'm over here, trying to get an update from you guys while simultaneously being like, this guy's playing Where's Waldo? Like, what's going on?
Edgar,
¿Qué pasa?
do you think the assignment was what we did? Because he didn't give us an assignment at all. He didn't ask us to do shit. This was a...
No, amigo, there is no way he would have. There is no way. I don't know. Everything is just, every question is leading to more questions, not one answer.
No.
Only thing that will give us what we're looking for is time, and that we don't have.
I'm
It is what it is.
I'm gonna point out once again, in case it drives any memories. I'll tell you exactly what I remember him telling me. Number one, he asked me if I'd spoken to you guys recently, about an assignment he had given you.
Well, do you remember the?
It was the same.
Day?
It was like 4 hours before we met.
Okay.
So let me go through the list. All right. Number one, he asked me if I had spoken to you guys about the recent assignment he gave you, the recent something that he had told you to do, something that he told you to do in between the day we met on that mountaintop to...
See, it was the cipher. It was the cipher. I'm pretty sure it was the cipher. We opened the door and it's right there on the doorstep. And not only us, but other groups were giving it too.
Okay. The second was he gave me the cipher. The third he mentioned there's another cipher going around in the city, but he doesn't know whose it is. I don't know what that is, what it references, what the relationship is. And remember, this guy talks in like fucking riddles and shit, right? Like we know he's so and that's about it. So
All right.
Okay. See, like I said, only time gonna tell what we're looking for and that we don't have. We appreciate your time.
yeah,
Say your job is.
absolutely. Look, gentlemen,
I would appreciate
there-
if not
yeah.
none of what we mentioned here, of course, is whisper anywhere.
Um,
Even these alleged suspicions that this pendejo is telling everyone.
so the way that I operate, Edgar, is I don't think there is a single person in the city that look, the way I operate is this. You tell me something in a clearly obvious private conversation. This conversation, everything said, Doesn't get told to nobody, right? Even to my best friend, right? If I was still in a gang, wouldn't even let them know. Why? Because you have to have that level of personal trust, right? And so you're going to expect that out of me, whether it's this meeting or whatever meeting it is, and I expect the same. And if that trust is broken, for me, it's broken forever. One thing I do need to ask. What happened with Aliyah?
What happened? She just away for a time.
Okay. The reason is the following. We briefly touched on the matter, I think the last time we met, or maybe the time before that. It was very much for me, a passing comment. However, I am aware that her original death was bullshit. It was faked. It was then told to me that she is dead after her alleged non-deadedness. Do you two know anything about that?
Naturally, we know some things.
Okay. Are you willing to share?
I don't see any reason to currently.
Okay.
When Aliyah returns, she can tell you herself and fill you in on all the gaps.
Okay. All right. Is there a reason why? Okay. All right. The reason I ask is I was told otherwise. And I'm trying to, how do I put this in the right way?
It's okay, put it in the wrong way.
Put it in the wrong way. I don't know if, I don't want to put it in the wrong way.
Just say it, amigo. It's okay. You don't have to
No,
watch
it's not
your mouth.
okay.
I'll call you back.
Hold on. How certain are you that she's away?
Fuck, Benny says it's important. Hold on.
Because I've been led to believe otherwise.
Like I said, when she returned, she can clear up all your questions better than I can.
And you know she's safe?
Well, we don't know anything for certain.
Okay. What's the
All
last
I
thing
know
she
is-
told you?
That would be between me and her.
Okay. So she told you that she's going away for some time.
I'm telling you, when she come back, she'll answer all your question.
Okay. I see. Okay. So she's just away.
Like I said, when she returns, she will tell you everything.
Okay. But you know that she's gone, right? Like you're convinced of that.
You can say something like that.
Motherfucker, listen, look. Brandon, say that you need to go take a trip to New York.
I need to go take a trip to New York.
Okay. Edgar, ask me where Brandon is.
He right here next to me, senor.
Motherfucker, listen. I'm trying to ask you, Edgar, do you personally know that she's on a trip? Because I'm being told she's dead.
Well, okay, when she returns, we will see who is correct, amigo.
Oh my fuck. So she's dead? Is that what you're trying to convey to me? Like,
No, I'm telling you that she is away.
okay, I know she's away, but has she told you this, or has someone told you she's away?
I don't know who would know better than me, senor.
Well, I
in this
don't know.
entire
I
city.
just know you as a guy said, hey, you should go hang out with Aliyah. You know what I mean? She can show you some things. I don't know, like,
See?
if you guys were like a couple. I don't know if you know, to the extent of it. But, you know, so did she tell you not to tell you anything?
Listen, senor, that is our business. And
What do you mean?
whatever-
Are you dating her?
I don't see why this is relevant at all.
Well, it is
Answer
relevant. What do you
no
mean?
to that.
You were
The
saying
answer
our
is-
business. I don't know if she's even. Like, I
Well,
don't.
I'm
I
just
know.
telling you the things that I have spoken with her. What is between us is between me and her. that is
Okay,
all.
that's what I was asking. Okay, so you did speak with her, and she said she's going away for some time.
I'm telling you, amigo, when she returns, she will tell you everything you need to know. I don't believe you will have to wait too long.
Oh, that's good. Okay, fantastic. All right.
Perhaps this time you will be able to speak into her in person, you know, not in an encrypted telephone message.
Wait, when did that happen?
I believe you told me that is the mode of communication between you and her.
No. What?
She would call from a payphone.
Oh yeah, payphones. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah, I'm not talking about a fucking impossible decipher with hieroglyphics to... No, I'm not talking about that type of...
What do you think? With the
encryption.
whisper? Come
Well,
on.
I don't know. Why are you calling it like a fucking encrypted telephone? It's a fucking. You mean, like, it's a fucking payphone?
See, which is encrypted, and that's why it's unknown.
No, it's not. It's not encrypted. What do you mean it's encrypted?
By the way, is Benny okay?
He just. It's about the app thing. I can't be fucked with it right now. If I'm being real with you.
Okay, I
All
mean,
right.
regardless, we'll have
Okay.
you know what we have
All
to
right.
do, amigo. We have some really
All right.
important stuff to taking care of.
Yeah, of course. All right, listen, gentlemen. If something comes up, relevant to this topic that we discussed, I'll try to let you know about it. All right, and hopefully, likewise, in terms of, I genuinely want to know if this guy was giving information to the PD. If you come across something you can share that confirms, denies it, whatever it may be, I'm very interested. So that I can understand the extent of liability.
What about a tape recorder? Or a tape of somebody?
I mean, a tape works. Yeah, tape works. Whatever it might be. I mean, I may even be okay with whatever you think. You know what I mean? So, anyways, all right. I'm sorry I couldn't do more, but
No, it's
know.
okay,
Hey,
amigo.
I'm
You're
not worried
honest with
about
us. That's
Yeah.
really all that fucking matters. Listen,
Yeah.
we don't take offense to anything.
all right. I appreciate it.
See?
All right, y'all take care.
Hey, Nino.
Hmm.
If you don't hear from me in a couple days, it was a good run, all right?
Oh my fucking god.
I'm gonna fucking die, Nino. Just so you know.
Am I gonna tell people, you know, you're on a trip and you'll hear back soon or some shit?
Go, amigo,
Just-
please. We see
All
you
right.
around.
Think,
Send you-
Brandon's on a
just think,
trip,
Nino. We're like the last two remaining. Remember that. And you about to be the last one remaining, Nino.
All right.
Hey, I have to go on a trip for a while.
Okay, yeah, no worries. So, if you're curious, the problem that presented itself is Nino learned that she faked her death, but after the death was faked, Nino was told that she's now dead. And so Nino's like, was I misinformed, or is she on a trip? Did she tell you that she's on a trip, or are people telling you that she's on a trip? But with him saying, repeating himself, now Nino's like, what is this guy? What does he know?
Are included in the report.